Let's see here. This is the law of variable proportions table schedule, and it's a graph. There are three stages. In the marginal productivity at stage 1, it is at increasing stage. At the second stage, it at declining increasing stage. Then at declining and third stage becomes negative, and it is a total product. Let's see here marginal product. Marginal product at first stage at an increasing, next stage at an decreasing stage, and third level it may become negative. I hope you understand. Let's see here. It is a marginal productivity curve. This is like this is the marginal productivity curve. It's the second curve. In first stage it increases, in second stage it becomes declining, and third stage completely becomes negative. Then it comes like this. So you can say it is a marginal product. In law of variable, what says the law of variable proportions means here all units are fixed except one variable, one unit, one input is variable. All units are fixed. It shows the relationship between the input and output, and also it also shows that what is the relationship between the total product and marginal product. Suppose we are consuming at one thing, then up to first level we get maximum satisfaction. After that our satisfaction level becomes declines, and after that it becomes negative. It that only explains. I want to explain here. Let's see here. Labor, I am taking as example, are labeled total product and marginal product. When the labor is 1 and total product is 2, at the same level the marginal product is 2, and the labor is 2, the total product is also 5, the marginal product is 3, and the labor is 3, the total product is 9, and the marginal product is 4. Here the marginal product is increased up to 3. When the labor is 4 labors, then the marginal product will become decreases, and then it becomes decreases, and it becomes 0. Next it becomes negative. So up to one stage it is an increasing, up to the next second stage it is an decreasing, and third stage it become negative returns. The average, let's see here the average product. The average product is increases, but here in the start stage it comes declining. When considered to the total product is completely increases. When come to the average product, in first stage it increases, second stage also increases. When come to the third stage it becomes decline, but it does not become, average product does not become negative. But when marginal product in first stage increases, in second stage it decreases, and third stage it becomes negative. Please wait. Let's see here. Explanation of the stages in law of variable proportions. I try to explain each and everything like this. Please try to understand. In stage 1, stage 2 and stage 3, total product, average product and marginal product. Stage 1 total product increasing at increasing rate. In stage 1, let's see here, they are increasing at increasing rate, that is total product. And average product increases and reach its maximum point. In average product, this is like this curve is the average, third curve is the average product, increases and at maximum it is the maximum, there is no other increasing, so it goes flatter, so it is the maximum point. In the first stage AP becomes maximum and increases and reaches its maximum point. MP also its maximum point. Let's see here, what is the MP? The second curve is the MP. First curve is total product, second curve is the marginal product, and third curve is the average. Second curve is the marginal product, and third curve is the average product. At this average product also its maximum. In this there is a flatter, there is no rise. So in the first stage only the average product and total product gets maximum. Next, in second stage, increasing at diminishing rate and reaches its maximum. Increasing at diminishing rate means it increases, but at diminishing means at decreasing rate. In second stage increases, but in the second stage it becomes decline, but increasing at diminishing. So you can say in this total product, up to now it reached its maximum, then it become decreases, so it says increases at diminishing rate. And next, after reaching its maximum point begins to decrease. Average product often becomes, this is the average product, it becomes decreasing. Up to second it becomes decreasing, so it only says. Next, decreases and becomes 0. In marginal product, decreases and becomes 0. And third, began to fall, continue to diminish, becomes negative. It's in this total product beginning falling means up to now it reaches maximum point. Here it starts begin to fall. Here it's declining in total product, and marginal product continue to diminish means the marginal product becomes the average product becomes continue to diminishing. Already here this is the diminishing stage, this continue to diminishing, and marginal product becomes negative, and the marginal product becomes negative. I hope I understand. Let's see here again. Total product, average product and marginal product increasing at increasing rate. Total product in first stage increasing, and this also increasing and reaches its maximum point. Both marginal product and average product in first stage reaches its maximum point, and total product increases at diminishing rate and reaches its maximum. In second stage it reaches its maximum and that it becomes decline. Next, after reaching its maximum point, begins average product in second stage begins to decrease, and average product becomes to marginal product becomes to 0. Next, the total product in third stage falling, average product already in second stage diminishing, it continues to diminishing, and marginal product it becomes negative. This is the explanation of the stage 1, stage 2 and stage 3. A producer will always seek to operate or produce at second stage. The producer will produce at this second stage only, where both the MR and AR of variable factors are diminishing. In the second stage, both MR and AR are decreasing, so they are unable to produce in the third stage. First stage is very good, but we have to produce up to second stage only. The producer unable to produce in the third stage because the total product declining, and the average product continuous diminishing, and marginal product becomes negative. In this stage, no producer can produce their goods. What is the relationship between average product and marginal product under the law of variable proportions? Let's see here. Both AP and MP can be calculated by TP. Both the average product and marginal product can be calculated based on our total product. When AP rises, the MP also rose. When there is average product increases, the marginal product also increases. Let's see here in this schedule. When the average product increases, the marginal product also increases. Here 2.5, 3, here 3, 4, here 3, 3. But in this, here it's been reducing. When AP rises, then MP also rises, but MP is greater than marginal product is greater than average product. Up to now, the marginal product is greater than the average product. In first stage, the average product, marginal product is greater than the average product. When MP is maximum, then MP is equal to AP. When MP is maximum, here at the same point they are equal, where MP is maximum at the fourth, like in decreasing stage, the marginal product is equal to average product. Let's see here. They both are maximum and they both are equal at this stage. Next, so here MP curve cuts the AP curve at its maximum point. MP curve, marginal product curve cuts AP curve. They cuts the AP curve at the maximum point. This is the maximum for both this point. So I hope you understand what is the relationship. Both MP and MP are both average product and marginal product are calculated to the total product. When average product increases, then marginal product is greater than the average product. And at one stage, when MP average product is equal to the marginal product. You see what is the increasing returns, what are the decreasing returns, and what are the negative returns. Let's see here. In increasing returns, full use of fixed indivisible factors. We are using, like, we are indivisible means they are not divided. We are used all factors in increasing returns. Efficiency of variable factors. We have to be efficient utilization of variable factors, and no scarcity of variable factors. In this increasing state, there is a no scarcity. All are happy. And right combination between fixed and variable factors. Already we know they are one variable factor. So there is a right combination. We are taking a right combination, that only we reach the increasing returns. In decreasing returns, inadequacy of fixed factor. The fixed factor is inadequate means it is insufficient. And less efficiency of variable factors. We are not using inefficient way of variable factors. important substitutes for scarce fixed products. There is a substitutes for our scarce fixed products. They have substitutes. So wrong combination between fixed and variable factors. We are taking the wrong combination of fixed and variable factors. That way it is a decreasing. So negative, too expensive quantity of variable factors. It is too expensive. There is a too cost of variable factors are too expensive. So in increasing, we are fully utilized and we take a right combination of inputs of variable factors, and there is no scarcity of everything. But in decreasing returns, they are all inadequacy, less quantity of goods, we take wrong combination, all these. But in coming to the negative returns, too expensive quantity of variable factors, they are too expensive quantity of the variable factors. These are about the law of variable proportions. The law of variable proportion is in nothing but is applicable in the short run. It shows the relationship between the input and output. In this, except one factor, all inputs are fixed. Then we consider what is the relationship between our input and output. And also in this law of variable proportions, you show the what is the relationship between the total product, average product and marginal product. When total product increases, the marginal product increases up to at stage, and then it becomes decreases, and then it becomes negative. We are all showing in this schedule and also in the graph, and what is the relationship between the total product, average product and marginal product. Why the marginal product will fall, and relationship between the average product and marginal product also we see. In increasing returns, we use efficient products, and there is we take right combination of all goods. We have to utilize all inputs. But in decreasing returns, we take the wrong combination and there is inefficiency of some factors, so it become declining. In negative returns, they are too expensive of variable products, so we are unable to produce. The producer up to produce only the second stage. In this third stage, no producer can unable to produce. These are all about the law of variable proportions. If you have any doubt up to now, please let me know. I definitely clarify your doubts. Thank you so much.